Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It looks like we are going to be Maya's attorney after all, because this guy who she asked us to come and hire has basically turned it down and said he's not going to do it, which pretty much leaves us, I would imagine, unless there's someone else coming along that we don't know about yet. We did an examination in here, but I don't know if we can do it again now that he's here. No, it doesn't look like anything new is here, so that's good, because we've already done that. Let's talk to him. Let's ask him about his refusal first. Just get straight to the point, I suppose. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. Sure. But the client is Mia-Fei's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. I know that. However... I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. I don't think he's a creep, necessarily. I think not. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. Oh, there's something more going on here. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Alright, let's ask about Mia. We're not leaving. How did you know Mia-Fei? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. Okay, so he was like her mentor. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. Why can we ask about that? That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. I doubt we could afford it anyway. We're just like a junior attorney. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay, so that's all we can ask him. Can we present any of this stuff? Let's see what he says. Apparently, like, people saying to show the badge just to see the responses. So, I mean, we can try that. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Okay. Very sorry, but I've got nothing... Oh, okay, so maybe if there's, like, nothing relevant, he just says that. Okay, yeah, okay, so maybe that's the way it works in this game. Like, if it's something important, they'll respond to it. If not, they'll just say, like, I've got nothing to say. Yeah, okay. It's worth trying them all, I suppose. Yeah, so he's not interested in seeing any of that stuff at all. We've asked him all the things, we've looked around, so I suppose we move on. We do need to get into this hotel room at some point, but again, given that Maya said she was on a real deadline to find an attorney, I think we should always prioritise trying to sort that out before we do additional stuff. So let's head to the detention centre and tell her. September the 6th, 3:42 PM. Yeah, see, look, the deadline was 4 PM, right? So she's like right up against the deadline to find an attorney here. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. Oh, we're just going to lie about it, okay. What really happened? I suppose we're trying to be sensitive, right? But you don't mean he refused to help? Ugh. I see. I've been abandoned then. Anything new to look at in here, or are we just still the same as always? I feel like we should always examine first of all, because it might lead to conversation options, right? So, nothing new. I didn't think there would be. So we can talk and we can present. Let's talk first. Can I ask about her family? What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? She could still be alive. Good point. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, that is, like, reaching, isn't it, really? I mean, not to be like, oh, you know, all this stuff is fake, because I know some people do believe in it. Personally, I don't, but, you know, not to belittle it in any way, but if the police are turning to that, it means they've got literally no evidence or any leads of any sort, right? Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh, damn. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. I'm guessing White is probably a surname rather than like a first name. 4 PM. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yeah, let's go home. Let's just do that and let her get on with it. Obviously, we're going to click Defend Maya, right? I've got to take the case. I've made up my mind. What happens if you click Go Home? Like, does it... I'm assuming it's like... ends the case or something? I don't know. I've made up my mind. Maybe you can't. I don't know. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know what... because someone else is the culprit. And also, I mean... I don't want to abandon her, but the fact is this is true and it's our job, right? Should we say we can't abandon her? I feel like that's maybe like getting a little bit too personal. I don't know if like these choices even matter, to be honest, so... I don't. I'd feel like we can't abandon her, to be honest. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know I've been there a long time ago. It's just the right thing to do, right? Oh. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Yeah, I don't know if those options even mean anything, like whether they affect anything. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. I don't know if my sniffing picked up on the mic. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Yeah, that is going to be something... It's a screwdriver, isn't it, I think? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Yeah, we're going to have to find out what that is. Alright, back. Let's give her phone back. I think we looked at all of these things with her, didn't we? Did we show her this? Sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay, yeah. Give her a phone anyway. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Yeah, why not? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Alright, well, we showed her all this before. We haven't showed her this, actually. Should we do that, just to see what it says? Sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay, yeah, so it seems like you get sort of like a generic response if you don't actually need to show the piece of evidence, but it doesn't seem like it counts against you as such. So we'll just show everyone every piece of evidence we've got, I think, as a way of guaranteeing that we do what we need to do. I mean, if that's going to backfire on me, then feel free to let me know that maybe I shouldn't just, like, do a blanket show every person every bit of evidence, but I think that'll be the approach unless I'm told otherwise. Anything else to say? No. Which means it's probably time to go back here and see if we can figure out a way to get rid of this lady so we can see what this is in the drawer, because she was very protective. Oh! Just have a drink. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. What's that? Tea and, like, pastries or something? Nice. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Court phoned. That is a serious link. Because White was the name that Maya just gave us, and she's linked to this Mr. White, who's got to be the same person, or at least related. Maybe like a son or something, I don't know, if it's not the same person. Alright, interesting. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? It was literally just 10 seconds ago. Or maybe like 2 minutes ago. White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Absolutely not. Anyway, let's do some snooping now. Is there anything else we can snoop while she's gone? Or is it... Nah, it's just going to literally be this thing, right? It's a screwdriver, right? Yeah, there's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. I think we saw it was a screwdriver before, but then she came back. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. It's just a bug. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? A wiretap found in Miss May's hotel room. Ooh. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Even I did a double take there to make sure I'd read it right and not just conjured something that it didn't say at all. Oh, this game's so good. Oh, bellboy. Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Wait, is that the episode? Oh, it might be the episode. Save your progress up to this point. Yes. Okay. Alright, well. Do we just... Is it like... Is that the end of chapter 2? Oh, no, I don't think it is. September the 7th, 10 AM, District Court number 1. Alright, so we're in court again now. Nice. Oh, that other guy looks like the guy on the cover art. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Edgeworth. Yeah, this is the guy on the cover art. Okay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honour. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honour. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honour. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, so this guy, Edgeworth, some of you guys were saying in the comments that, like, he's going to be a recurring character across, like, the Ace Attorney games, like, so to get used to him. I don't really know anything else other than that, but you guys were saying that I'll find him to be a familiar character, so. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Okay, fine, you do that. Ooh. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. Yeah, we know that. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Okay, the court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Okay, nice, fine. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Yeah, we don't know about hard evidence, do we? Witness testimony. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is it. Alright, fine. Well, it's time for the testimony, but I tell you what, guys, we will do this in the next episode because we're out of time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, and Paul James. And I'll see you next time.